Good morning. Today we're going to learn how to make web slideshows of the images that we did for our first few assignments. And depending on which class you're in, you may have a different number of assignments to do. But the first thing you should do is work under your name and make a new folder called the first three assignments or first four assignments, whatever, and you can call it anything you like really, but assignments probably is a good idea to put in there. As you see, I put one up right here under Neil, first assignments. And I've just put four images in. I want the four from each assignment, and I want them in the order that they were shot uh, for the slideshow. And once you have this all done, and I've only put four in here to make it go faster, you can simply move them around anywhere, which way you want. So this is the really nice feature of Photoshop, that it has a bridge order to it that will translate into the slideshow. Otherwise, you have to rename everything so that it will alphabetically go into the order that you want it in, so that it'll make a slideshow. Here you can just put them in any order that you want. Now, you want to either select all or none of them, and you go to Tools, Photoshop, Web Photo Gallery. And then it starts Photoshop and brings up the web photo gallery, and there are many of them here, but I'd like you to use Flash Gallery 1. I think it's the most comprehensive one, and if you want to make others you can, but this for the assignments is the one I want. And then you can see source images, selected images from Bridge. That's exactly what you want, because you just went through Bridge to do that. And then you have to put a destination in. Now, it's a good idea to use a folder, and I just made a new folder here called Assignments Slideshow, and you can see this is actually the slideshow that's already in there. I'm just redoing this one right now. So hit open there, and now we're all set to go. We want to go back. All of this stuff has been changed, and we have to change most of this. We want to go back to General, click UTF-8, go to Banner, type in a name here, missing an S here, and then the copyright symbol, which is Option G, and then the date right after, and then a space in your name. Don't have to put anything in contact info. That should be enough right there. And let's just get rid of the date. Just delete the date from that one. And then the next one down is large images. And I'm going to make this 500, and it still has trouble fitting on this small 13-inch wide screen. But if you have small screens, you probably want to use 500 for the height. If you have going to be seen on mostly full-size computer screens, 600 would work right, and you constrain the height. There's multiple ways to do this. If you want all your images, horizontals and verticals, to be exactly the same size, you have to constrain both. But if you want your images to be as large as possible, the verticals will be only half the size of the horizontals, but they will fill the screen much better. And so that's usually what I do here. And then my suggestion is always use 8 or high JPEG quality compression. 8's about the lowest you can go, the lowest quality that will not give you a lot of artifacts. Higher than that, your images will be easily copied and reused in some extent. Although that's one nice thing about making a flash gallery, that you can't just right-click and copy photograph from that dialog box. It no longer exists there, so you're a little bit more protected. So once we have the large images set, we need to go to the thumbnails, and we just make the thumbnails large or 100, same thing. We go on to the next one, which is custom colors, and here you have to do a lot of thinking here. So my suggestion is I like to make the backgrounds black, so I make the background black and make a contrasting text color with it as well. And then the banner here, I also make black, and then the other three I just make middle or light gray, and they're just basically used for the navigation controls. So this works out very nicely, and this is all you have to do. There is security here, but there's really no security on the web, so I wouldn't bother with that. And you just say OK, and it starts to put it through its action. And you can see over here in the history palette, it brings up the first image, and it chops it down and makes a thumbnail image and a full-size image, and then moves on to the next one, and creates a whole series of scripts for the Flash slideshow. You can see we're doing the last one now, so as soon as this one's done, it's going to open up in the browser. It'll open up in your web browser. It's based on an HTML file. So it brings up the first one. You can see here's assignments, copyright me, and you have thumbnails down here which are magnify when you go over them. You can click and change it that way, or you can start the slideshow with the play button, and then it just gives you a 10-second show through each one and then repeats. And it flashes through white, which I'm not that happy about, but it's still fine. And that's it.